The evidence is there. She deserved it. AJ might be losing his mind. No, he's just upset and scared. Totally agree with that choice. Man, this episode. He's not losing it. Killing her is the right choice 100%. That scene was done so well. Oh my gosh. Yes, it does. Self defense only matters in a court of law. A killing is killing, and that will have a bad effect on AJ going forward. See, that's interesting because um, killing is killing, but in this situation, if it's to protect other people, it's an unfortunate necessity. If it's going to save other innocent people, it is an unfair, unfortunate necessity. I'm proud of you, Hark. I know how forgiving you are, but you made the right choice to survive. In this world, you can't redeem everyone. It wasn't even like about surviving, I felt. It was our at that point, like, it was our right to defend ourselves when we were treated unfairly, very unfairly. All we They kidnapped our people. We wanted them back. They took our people, cut off one of their tongues. We wanted them back. And they uh, tried to keep us from taking our people back. And we gave them many, many, many opportunities. We gave many, many opportunities to let us take our people back peacefully. They didn't take that opportunity. And as to quote, um, to quote again what Lily was saying, it's consequences to your choices. So she lied before with Lee. She did. She did lie before with Lee. Um, you should watch what happens if you give her a second chance. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to. Um, do you know what happens? Do you want to know what happens if you don't tell AJ to shoot her? It's wild. Sure. Actually, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead and tell me. I am curious now. Sure. Oh wow. Save James romance. Maybe James's maybe romance then. I didn't know James had a maybe romance. I wonder who sings the ending credits. Guys, just hoping to that he will watch the Let Lily Live option in in Ute, perhaps? And she betrayed Clem and Lee once before. Can I raise the topic that maybe Ten is adopted? He has dark skin and dark eyes. Minnie has light skin, red hair, and green eyes. They don't look like they're brother and sisters. It's possible. That's probably what happened. Self-defense is also a tricky thing to mention, though. When your enemy is defeated, are you really shooting because of self-defense or because you want to avoid further problems with that person? It's a very good point. Very good point, Claudio. Oh, he is adopted. Oh, I didn't know. Now we know. Ten and the twins may be half siblings. I agree, Hark, but the game is programmed a certain way. Some characters would end in a certain way and they can't be changed. Exactly, but I don't think that the situation here was for revenge. She posed no threat at that moment, and the game actually foretold with AJ that feelings towards Lily in that previous scene, reasons for killing are always going to be controversial. In any case, I think killing her is the safest thing to do. She is a time bomb by herself. Yeah, somebody had to kill her. If I was in a position to kill her, I would have done it myself. But because AJ was there, it had to be him. If anyone was going to kill Lily at that point, it had to be AJ. I didn't have the opportunity to. Um, I don't care if it was immoral or ethical. She was a threat to Clem. She was a threat to AJ. She had to go. It's that simple in this world. AJ states that he will kill a person but doesn't see the bigger picture. The monsters around him will have him kill or not, so he doesn't want to pee them off. That he should do is think calmly under pressure and escape when he can, but till he lets his motion takes over, lose his cool. Lily could have killed him. He put himself in danger. Clem needs to teach him that. She kills James. Oh my gosh! She would have killed James? Yeah, I think we made I made the right choice. Yeah. Yeah, I made the right choice. Don't trust Lily. Totally different from Marlon. Hands down. 100%. Hands down. Lily thought she knew Clem. Well, apparently, Lily, Clem knew you better than you knew her. apparently. So, yeah, yeah, basic. Um, she kills James. Probably always assumed that they were more of assumed brothers and sisters, like made up family. Lily takes the knife out of her leg and stabs James. Well, shame on you, Lily. Shame on you. Uh, no, it's okay. I honestly like would have watched it on my own afterwards. So now that they've told me I can react to it, I don't honestly I don't think I want to see that. Honestly, I don't need to watch Lily stabbing James. That's not something I want to do right now. So I'm good. Um, I know James gets stabs if you let her live. Yeah, it's so messed up. Have seen any good music movies? Oh yes, yes, yes. So we're gonna get to the point where you guys can ask me anything you want. It's the Q&A session. So whatever you want to ask me is fair game. Um, and it doesn't have to have anything to do with this game. It could be about how life and stuff, or it could be about other games that I'm playing or thinking of playing, or any of that stuff. But let's look at our choices. You and 93% of players mercy killed Abel. Wow, that's a lot. Only 7% of players forced Abel to turn into a walker. And then what? Left him there? They let him turn into a walker and just left him there? I don't know if that's really practically smart. You and 93% of players respected James's beliefs and killed no walkers. As hard, it took us several tries. 3% of players only killed some of the walkers in James's camp. 3% of players ignored James' wishes and killed all of the walkers in the camp. Interesting. You and 62% of players named the bomb Mitch's masterpiece. Oh, I kind of see that coming. 12% of players named the bomb Ruby's Revenge. 18% of players named the bomb Willie Jr. And 5% of players named the bomb AJ. Just AJ. You and 80% of players allowed AJ to attack Dorian, stopping her from cutting off your friend's finger. 20% of players stopped AJ and let Dorian cut off your friend's finger. Yeah, yeah. I think that's a choice that I do not regret. You and 40% of players refuse to tell AJ. Oh, you and 40% of players, I guess, told him to kill Lily. 56% of players refused to tell AJ to kill Lily. Okay. Slightly less people. Got it. No, that was shooting Lily was the right choice, was the right call in that specific moment. So how are you doing? Minerva was stunned when you told her Marlon killed Brody. Minerva was dejected when you said Ten would be ashamed to call her sister. Minerva felt heartstruck after learning Ten forgave her. Well, Mia, I gave you so many chances to turn, but you just kept doing it. James missing in action. Oh, so Minerva is missing in action. James is missing in action. James is thankful that you respected his beliefs and spared the walkers. James felt elated when you said there might be more to walkers. James is devastated that you told AJ to kill Lily. But at least he has the luxury of feeling devastated versus not feeling anything at all. Still did not regret that choice. AJ MIA. This must be a bug. Everyone is MIA. AJ felt conflicted after you killed Abel, sparing him from turning. AJ felt defeated when you said there was no way to prove you could be together as walkers. AJ felt powerful after you told him to shoot Lily. Lily is dead. Lily was inspired to take action after you tried to protect your friends. Yeah, but it was too late. 10 was grateful when you stood up for him against Willie. 10 was grateful when you promised to tell Minerva he forgave her, and I honored that promise. Abel, dead, felt assured when you promised him mercy. Poor Lewis was traumatized after his time spent with the Raiders. Lewis was consoled by your promise to take them home, which we will. Violet felt romantic after you danced together. Violet was touched that you wanted to hear why she was sent to Erickson. Violet felt understood after you expressed sympathy about her reason for coming to Erickson. Violet was thankful when you let AJ stop Dorian from cutting off her finger. You're welcome, sweetums. You're welcome, boo. The state of the school. Rosie is worried about everyone. Willie was excited that you wanted to name the bomb. Ruby was impressed you deduced her official Erickson evaluation. Thanks, Mom. Omar is MIA. Asim is MIA. Everybody's MIA. And I only collected 2 out of the 6. Oh, I could have gotten the wind chime, apparently. And the lucky rabbit's foot. And this stuff. But you know what? Beatnik is the one that I wanted the most. Wow. I don't even know where this story is going to take its direction in the next episode, the final episode. I really enjoyed it. I thought that the things I loved about this episode, obviously, hands down, all of the slower get to know the characters moments, being able to have a chance to actually learn more about characters' backstories and get more attached to them and just spend some downtime with them. They did a beautiful job. They didn't have to include it, but because they included it, the length of this episode was perfect. It wasn't too short. It wasn't too long. It was comparable to how long the episodes were in the original The Walking Dead, because says seasons 2 and 3, I felt the episodes were being way too short, and they could have easily added in more of the character building stuff that happened in this episode and made those episodes the perfect length. So, loved, of course, the singing stuff. It was the wind chime part was an interesting scene. The dancing was a really cool scene. All the stuff of rescuing the people was very intense. The biggest problem I had was the gameplay itself. Like the stunning the walkers and the invisible walls, and like the whole part where you're trying to use the walkers as a shield with the spotlights, and it's like some of the walkers you could use as a shield with the prompts and some of them didn't give the prompts, and then running with shift didn't seem to do anything, and that was just a mess. So those were definitely the lowest points of the episode for me, but overall I think Skybound did a great job, like, picking this up and completing it as best as they could. I mean, I would rather have a bug filled episode like this than none at all. So overall, thank you, Skybound, and thank you, Robert Kirkman, for picking this up and helping this along to the finish line. So, AA, have you seen any good music movies based on bands' biopicture? Any good music movies based on bands? I'm not sure what you're asking. I fall into fantasy. Could you repeat that question, please? Apparently, Clem knew her better. Hence, Lee and Clem falling for her trick last time. Did you see the Monster Prom update? Apparently, Jacksepticeye is in it now, and Phoenix Wright or Professor Layton would be cool to see. Oh, I did not know that. I think I did hear that Monster Prom had an update, but I wasn't sure what the update is, and I didn't know that Jacksepticeye is in it. That's interesting. I will have to take a look at that. I will have to check that out. That's cool. Thank you for letting me know of that, Compay to Kiss. Great voice all around, especially Johnny Y. Bosch. Yes. Fool us once, good on you. Fool us twice, not likely. Fool us the third time, shame on you. And Clem and Lee actors. Unfortunately, I think the stats are still bugged because every player seems to have the same percentages. The explosion. So they're missing at this moment. Ah, I see. Everyone's missing because of the explosion. Everyone on the boat is MIA because of the explosion. I see. Got it. Hark, what do you think of Leah's scene? Oh, that's right. Leah's scene, of course. Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Loved it. Loved it. Loved seeing Clem's original, like, 8-year-old self. Loved, of course, hearing David Fennoy's voice again. it was beautiful. I'm glad they put it in. I'm just wondering again, I'm surprised that they didn't save that for the very last episode, but maybe they'll have something else in mind for the last episode instead. I firmly believe that there will be multiple endings, probably one where Clem dies, one where AJ dies, one that they all live. It's their final chance to make choices actually matter. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised at that too. Hark, what do you think the final episode will go? Do you think Clem will die? I think that it is possible for Clem to die based on your choices. I think it's exactly what Clementino and I said. I think there's an ending where Clem dies, there's an ending where AJ dies, there's an ending where they both die, there's an ending where they both live. Um, that's what I'm thinking. And I hope that somehow they include at the very end of the episode, they include some sort of tribute to Telltale, um, and all of the developers, especially all of the developers who lost their jobs and employees who lost their jobs while producing these games. I don't know what they would do, but like I think that a small thing like that would go a really long way for me, and that's another thing that I would love to see in the final episode, just something dedicated to Telltale, the Telltale company, and all of the employees who work there, because Telltale Games definitely has had a lot of criticism, especially about the repetitive nature and choices that don't matter, but I personally still enjoyed their games, and I think that the team and the employees still deserve like my gratitude for giving me so much content, because there are a lot of the content on my channel are Telltale games, and they're not all perfect, but I still had fun doing them, and virtually every single live stream that I've done on my channel has been Telltale games. So I would not have done nearly as many live streams on my channel if it weren't for them. So a huge thank you. Yeah. Last call for any other last minute questions, by the way, before I get to the end of the chat. I have to head out. See you all. See you, Winterberry. Thanks for coming to the live stream. Thanks, Skybound. We would be lost without you. I love that. Did Ruby go too, or was the dog the only one that stayed behind? I thought I saw Ruby there. I think Ruby was there. Yes, Ruby was there because she was supposed to be in charge of the horses. There's a new film out based on the lead singer of Queen. I'm just wondering if any films based on bands sing. There is a new film. Oh yeah, the one that's yes, the one that stars the actor Ravi, I think, who was Josh in Until Dawn, played David. David, why am I saying? Yeah, played David Bowie. David Bowie, I think. Yes. I was wondering if you see any films based on bands and singers. I haven't seen any other films based on band singers recently, although I did see A Star is Born that starred Lady Gaga recently, which I thought was well done. Yeah, Colin and I saw that together, so that's the only thing recently that I remember seeing. Violet got a lot of content given that they had to duplicate all of her scenes with Lewis. Normally determined characters just stand in the background. I miss Game of Thrones most of all. S4 plays the romance option up, and I love that. Yeah, I'm glad that they gave a lot of great romantic things throughout the episode, because they could have easily pulled a lot of that back, but it was so cool they edited that in. And another thing is, like, they didn't have to do this, but I thought it was really cool that they made James gay or bisexual or pansexual. He was LGBTQ. I thought it was really cool that they made James LGBTQ. That was really neat. They didn't have to do that, but the fact that they included it in was great. The stories at Telltale Games was amazing. Rami Malek, yes, Rami. I'm sorry you didn't really like the story of Edith Finch. I thought you would enjoy it, but I guess I was wrong. I was still right about Until Dawn, so it's half. Yeah, I think Edith Finch was just... The problem with Edith Finch is I think it would have been better if I knew more about it going in versus going into it completely blind. I think if I was better prepared of what exactly the game was about and what I was getting myself into. So, because I think I went in, it was a little disorienting because I wasn't really sure what to make of the game. I was halfway through it. I'm like, I don't get what this game is. Is it supposed to be creepy? Is it supposed to be not scary? Is it supposed like I that was the thing. I just didn't know what to expect. I was too blind, I think, and therefore I don't think I ended up enjoying it as much because it was just a little bit. I was confused by it and what it was trying to do. I mean, after the fact, um, I kind of understand it a little bit more, but overall, it wasn't the most ideal game for me, and that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes, sometimes that happens, and it's, I will always be honest. I will always be blatantly honest while I'm playing the game. You will know if I genuinely like something or if something doesn't quite sit well with me as much. And hopefully I'm allowed to do that. Because when you're playing a game blind, you don't know for sure how you're going to react to or how a game is going to resonate or not resonate with you. So, but I definitely still appreciate the suggestion. Rami Malek as Freddie Mercury. Why did I say David Bowie? I've always been horrible when it comes to music artists. I always get them mixed up. Always get them mixed up. So Freddie Mercury, not David Bowie. Thank you, Kiwi. What game do you have in mind to play next time? Well, if you're asking what game am I planning on live streaming next time, Life is Strange episode 2 is coming out very soon, so that's going to be the next live stream. Persona 5 is still going pretty strong. I think I have just recorded my 112th episode of Persona 5. Right now, I am releasing Persona 5 every other day while I'm trying to wrap up 4 other Let's Plays. And many of those Let's Plays are coming to an end. Even the longer ones, like Borderlands and Divinity, those are coming to an end. So once those games come to a close, you should actually start seeing Persona 5 videos more often. My goal is to eventually get to the point where I can release at least one video of Persona 5 daily, possibly 2 at some point. Don't quote me on that, but at minimum, I would like within the next month to start throwing out Persona 5 videos every single day, because there's so many of them and I can't possibly keep them all on my hard drive forever because I got other games to play and I need to clear some memory. So for those of you who are Persona 5 fans, don't worry, you'll see more of them more often. And yes, I'm still throwing Persona 5 episodes a week in advance on my Patreon channel, or my Patreon, for those of you who are Patreon subscribers. As a gift to the Patreon subscribers, I've been releasing them a week in advance. Possibly more, even later. We'll see. But after that, the Resident Evil 2 reboot is about to be released, as well as Kingdom Hearts 3. So I am going to be I am going to be Let's Playing those. And a shorter game that people have recommended to me, Her Story, the game Her Story, I actually recorded 2 months ago, and I was waiting for my other Let's Plays to complete before I introduced that. So Her Story, it's a relatively short, I think 3 videos long, or 4 at most, Let's Play of Her Story I will be posting soon-ish as well. Hopefully that answered your question. Oh, and also I am hopefully going to start doing a collab on Overcooked 2. Overcooked 2 is probably going to be a thing relatively soon. Um, Return of Obra Dinn or something like that is cool game to check out, but I don't know how story based it is. Okay, I'm addicted to Queen music. I do love Queen music, even though I don't know the artists, the individual artists, very well. Apparently, I am glad they had that in this. LGBT is very important. Hark, is there any other episode games that you want to live stream in the future? Also, would you be interested in playing the new game by the creators of Until Dawn, The Dark Pictures? Other than other than um, uh, Life is Strange 2, I'm currently not aware of other episodic games. Although, isn't the Dark Pictures, isn't that an episodic game? I could be wrong. I would love to play other episodic games in the future. I'm just not aware of many of them at the moment. But yes, I would definitely be interested in playing the Until Dawn Dark Pictures, like Until Dawn creators Dark Pictures game. Um, I see the game is surrealism meets dreams. The logic is thrown out the window. I see that game is surrealism meets dreams. The logic is thrown out the window. Deltarune might be nice too. I find it slightly more appealing as a beginning than Undertale, but I guess that'd be a lower priority compared to some other games. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna play Deltarune just because Undertale was fun, but it didn't resonate with me as much as I would have liked. So Deltarune is probably not going to be something I will be Let's Playing anytime soon, unfortunately. Sorry for all of you Deltarune and Undertale fans. Um, Evan, I spoke a lot about how I liked the episode, so um, it's on the video, so it'll be on YouTube. How I liked the episode. I don't want to. I don't want to bore people by repeating myself again. So you'll find it in the when it's on YouTube. Hidden Agenda or the one they announced for 2019. I really want to play Hidden Agenda. I just don't know how to Let's Play that because it requires people. You require multiple people in the same room as you. I think you have to be in the same room, and you need to have like cell phones, and you're supposed to like keep things a secret, and like it's hard for me. I feel like that would just that sounds like a really fun game. I just don't know how to best Let's Play it, how to record myself doing it. I don't know. It's a neat game though. I might just end up playing it on my own without recording myself doing it. But is Detroit Become Human on my list? Detroit Become Human, I Let's Played the snot out of that when it was released. So if you missed my Detroit Become Human LP, it's on my channel. It's on my YouTube channel, and it's probably, I would say Detroit Become Human was hands down, easily, my personal favorite Let's Play that I did in 2018. So definitely check that out if you like Detroit Become Human. I played through the game 2 or 3 times, I think. I love that game. That was definitely like my game of the year, my favorite game of 2018. I love you, Connor, and Brian Deckhart. Love you both. Um, will you do more Injustice 2? I'm gonna finish the story. I'm gonna finish the story, but I'm probably not gonna like record myself playing any more beyond the story. I do play the game on my own, but I probably won't record any more videos besides the story mode. Hark, did you see that the new Queen movie and did you enjoy it? I actually have not seen the new Queen movie. I heard mixed feelings about it. I heard that the movie itself left mixed feelings, but Ravi's performance or Rami's performance was superb. His performance portraying Freddie Mercury, not David Bowie, was superb. Um, Wow, that game is too big. Bioshock is cool, but I don't know if it's your style. I don't think Bioshock is my style either. It's first person shooter, right? Oh, like it's first person view, and I can play those games, but I tend to not like stick around for them for very long if I can help it. Um, let's see. Did you like Goro's character in Persona 5 videos? Goro? I don't remember Goro. I don't remember which one was Goro? I don't remember Goro. Night in the Woods is cool too. I've heard of that one. What do you think of the new Mortal Kombat? I just started seeing trailers of it. I'm a big Mortal Kombat fan. When it comes out in April, I might let's play the story mode. I might. That would be that would be kind of a cool change of pace again. I do like street fighting games, and so getting back into them, especially when they have a story mode, is like perfect because they're not super long, but it gives me a chance to like get a taste for most of the characters. And you know, Mortal Kombat lore is relatively rich, so I am interested in the game, and if I find time for it, that's definitely on my radar to let's play. Hopefully, because I do like Mortal Kombat. Asking about Akechi might be too spoiler at this point. You can ask me about Akechi. I am, if it helps you, again, Persona 5, I'll try not to put any spoilers as much as possible. So, for those of you who haven't seen all of Persona 5, but if you want to ask me questions that you don't think is going to spoil, I'm more concerned about spoiling other people who are watching this video versus spoiling Persona 5. Besides me spoiling Persona 5, just to let you know, I think I am the beginning of September. In game, for me, it's the beginning of September, just to give you an idea of where I am at the game right now. Um, I that's when I asking about Akechi might be too spoiler at this point. That's when I said when I first saw him too. I thought he looks like Light with slightly longer hair, a little slightly longer hair. Would have been amazing if they had gotten Light's English voice actor to do that too. But I like the voice they chose for him. Well, I think the guy who voices Akechi is Prompto, which is awesome. Um, I like Akechi. I actually like Akechi a lot. I think he's got a really cool his character and like his I should say occupation. The type of his the occupation considering who he is and what his age is, I think is super cool. And I actually have a lot of respect for his character. So he seems to be a character that certain people like tend to not like as much, and I can see that. But I like his character, and I don't always agree with everything that he says, and I don't always agree with his opinions. But I do give him credit where credit is due because I do agree with him on many things, though. I don't agree with him on everything, but I agree with him on certain points, or at least I don't disagree. He's not wrong with a lot of things that he says, and I respect his opinion. So that's all I can say about Akechi. What? Oh my gosh, I'm so behind. Heartbound is cool, but I think it's only a demo so far. Yeah, I think so too. It was mentioned in his other streams. Plus, if you're interested, Connor's actor himself also streamed the game with his wife. Yeah, yeah. Yay, Overcooked. Call me up if you need a player. I will do that, Kiwi. Thank you. I might need a player. Since you're a foodie, Korean Englishmen might be good to check out. Their vids are so good. Ooh, Korean Englishmen. That sounds cool. Hark did Detroit Human already. Hark, I give you a list of episode games. Some of them I think you would like as well as point and click puzzle games. Yeah, cool. Yeah, send them my way. That's fine. I'll check it out afterwards. The Thief of Thieves and D-Trail are on Steam right now, along with Resident Evil Revelations 2 is an episode game, but its graphics might not be as good. Live stream, but it's a co-op game. Yeah, Shally and I, for those of you who know Shally and I, way back in the day, were talking about collaborating and doing Resident Evil Revelations 2. I don't know if she's up for actually doing it, but we definitely had seriously talked about doing it because that would have been so much fun. Once Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, are you going to get the day of its release? Yes, because I already pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered both Kingdom Hearts 3 and Resident Evil. I will probably not start Kingdom Hearts 3 until I've beaten Resident Evil because I already am playing. I'm in the middle of playing I'm in the middle of Persona 5. I'm definitely not going to be done with Persona 5 by the time Resident Evil releases, but I definitely want to start playing Resident Evil, so I'll probably take a break from Persona 5 because I'm at I've recorded like episode 120 anyway, so I'm not hurting for Persona 5 episodes anytime soon. So I'm probably going to take a break from Persona, play Resident Evil, beat Resident Evil, then start playing Kingdom Hearts we'll see. Or at least I might at least beat Resident Evil 2's first campaign if the game at all works the same way that it worked um, in the previous in the original Resident Evil 2. I guess I'm gonna find out when I play the game, but I will get it, but I probably won't play it right away. Um, Hark, thanks to your videos, I am just now getting into Earthbound. Really? Oh, it's such a classic. It's such a good game. Yes, such a good game. Cult following. Such a creative game. I appreciate when you play some older, not so popular games for us to discover. Thank you. I try to do that too. I try to play games. I try to have a good mix, you know? Some games, most of my games I try to keep like as up like within relatively recently within the last few years, but every now and then I'll play a game that I think is really cool that has some nostalgic feels because it's such a classic game. I don't know how I missed Detroit from you. I'm off to watch it. Great stream tonight. Thank you very much for it. Thank you for watching, Clem. I saw Aquaman last year. It was pretty good, and I'm not super into Marvel stuff. I liked Aquaman too. I liked it a lot as well. Definitely going to try it. Any chance of playing random short dating sims for Valentine's Day? Can't think of any off the top of my head. I would love to, actually. I would love to play. I mean, I love playing dating sims. So if people have like suggestions of dating sims for Valentine's Day, I might go and do Monster Prom. I might do Monster Prom, the update with Jacksepticeye. Apparently, we'll see. Goro is a villain. His persona has a white coat and a red bird mask, and is voiced by Robbie Daymond. I don't remember him. I don't remember him. It must have been a while. Goro, white coat and red bird mask. I don't remember. I'd have to. If I go back in my videos, I'll probably be like, oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one. How excited are you for Dragon Age 4? Really excited, but it's not coming out for like another 2 years, right? I think it's going to be another 2 years before it comes out, which is fine by me. Take your time to develop the snot of that game. I'm actually worried about Dragon Age 4 because I don't know how good Anthem is going to be received. I don't know how well Anthem will be received. I hope that it does well, so that BioWare does well, so that BioWare will continue playing, developing Dragon Age 4 and not drop it like what happened to Telltale Games. But at the same time, the problem is, if Anthem does do well, does that mean that they're going to continue focusing on online multiplayer games, which is not something I'm interested in at all? Like, would EA say, oh, look, see, this was a success. You guys should stop developing games like Dragon Age 4 and start developing games like Anthem instead, which I'm personally not interested in. So it feels like a double-edged sword, regardless of whether Anthem does well or not. So I don't know. All I will say is I'm excited and hope that Dragon Age 4 becomes a thing. I hope. I mean, labeling anyone as a villain is kind of a major spoiler. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It was fine. I think it's fine. I can let that slide. I don't think I ever mentioned this game, but have you ever heard of Hatoful Boyfriend? It's like a dating sim, but it's birds and you're human, and there are many different romance paths. You can take it. If you romance all of them, you can unlock a secret ending. I have, Evan. I did Let's Play Hatoful Boyfriend 3 years ago. Yeah, I think it was 3 years ago. Look at my playlist. It's definitely there somewhere. So check that out. Yes. Merry Christmas belated. You wanted me to Let's Play Hatoful Boyfriend? You got a Hatoful Boyfriend Let's Play from me. Have you seen any new future Dragon Age vids or news? I haven't yet. Not yet. I've only been like paying attention to the ones that have been officially released on BioWare's YouTube channel. So I haven't yet. I didn't think there was really much information really on them yet. But once we get a lot more information, then I'll probably start making more videos about Dragon Age 4. I think he played it, but not the full replay where things take a darker turn. Yeah, wasn't really interested in the darker turn stuff as much. I don't really like dark things. I can appreciate them, but I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way to play games with dark themes all that much. Which is interesting because Dragon Age, they said, is meant to be. They originally made Dragon Age as was it successor to Baldur's Gate or Diablo? I don't know if it's a successor to Baldur's Gate or Diablo, but like a darker version of it. But I didn't find it all that dark, really, compared to other games that were definitely dark. But I got here at the end, so I'll have to watch the VOD. Found you through Dragon Age Inquisition Let's Plays and love them. Oh, Hocus Pabus. Thank you for showing up. As a gay trans man, it was so nice to see you have such a positive response to Krem. Oh, I love Krem. I love Krem. Krem is so cool. And it doesn't hurt that Krem is voiced by Jennifer Hale, aka FemShep. That was amazing. People say Celeste is good too. Yes, I love Krem. How maybe Persona has over maybe Persona has over 200 episodes. It might. I mean, each episode is 30 minutes long, you know. But I mean, I'm in September, so we're not quite near the end, but I definitely believe I'm way past the halfway point. So it's Persona 5 is going to be like a year-long thing, is what I'm guessing. Oh, but I love it. I am gay myself. It's good to see so many coming out. Aw, thank you for sharing that, Maddie. Oh, right, Earthbound is great. You should play Mother 3 at some point. I do want to play Mother 3. I definitely want to play it. If you can, though, I hear a lot of ROM sites are down now, or the fan-made Mother 4 if it ever gets finished. I want to play Mother 4 as well. As always, totally recommend a few. I can always totally recommend, yes, and all of the, totally recommend a few dating sims. And all the dating sims that Hannah's been recommending me has been gold. Absolute gold. So send me as many as you'd like, Hannah. Also, I've wanted to play Overcooked with friends, but they were completely uninterested in it. But I'd be so down with playing it, though I don't know if there's a way to play online. Well, Evan, I'm looking for people to play it with me, so maybe. Goro Akechi is the Detective Prince guy, though the one for P4 I think I like better. Another thing, Johnny Young Bosch is in. Robbie Damon is Prompto's VA. Ah, okay. Episode at Prompto DLC is amazing. You would love it. Oh, the Prompto DLC. Oh, there's so many things. There's like Prompto DLC. There's like, what do you call it? There's like the Seduce Me DLC. There's so many things, so many games that I could revisit that are just, I want to do, but I don't have as much time. Not really a dating sim, but I found a really fun kingdom manager thingy called Your Royal Gayness, which has you be a prince, manage your lands, but also fight off princesses. It's really funny and cute and not made irrespectfully. I'll have to look it up, Kiwi. That does sound entertaining. I hope they don't make the Dragon Age and Mass Effect games. I hope they don't stop making Dragon Age and Mass Effect games. Please, BioWare, don't do it. I hope they don't stop either. I didn't realize you did that already. I will definitely take another look. I must be blind. There's a lot of games on my playlist. There's a lot. So happy to pleasantly surprise you with Let's Plays that is already there, ready to be watched. I would like another Mass Effect. Yeah, definitely would as well. I know that there's unresolved stuff, but I wouldn't expect another Dragon Age that soon again. Out of curiosity, what is your favorite and least favorite dating sim of all time that I've played? Favorite dating sim. I feel like my favorite dating sim, it's tied between the Seduce Me series and Coming Out on Top. I think I really like those two a lot. Probably Seduce Me is purely for production value. purely for production value, I'll say Seduce Me is slightly better than Coming Out on Top. But um, as a person who enjoys who enjoys dating sims that allow for same gender romances, Coming Out on Top. Um, Least favorite, um, Star. There was a Starfighter something. There was a Starfighter something dating sim that I played that, in my opinion, was the weakest of the ones that I've let's played on my channel. Starfighter something, I forgot. That one was got a little bit weird at the end for me. So, and awkward for me at the end. Starfighter Eclipse, that's what it was. Starfighter Eclipse. Um, I know one of the artists for Dream Daddy was helping out with some also queer dating sim focused on non-binary characters, but I don't know how far it's developed yet. That would be cool to play too. Too many. Poor Heart gets spoiled for choice. Oh, here's a demo. I don't know if it's working. I haven't looked up if anyone's played it. I'll have to check it out. I have more questions. Would you want to play another game like Journey again? Possibly. Possibly. But there's so many other games on my plate that I would put priority over a game that was similar to Journey. So most likely I wouldn't be able to play it anytime soon. And with the baby coming, most likely not. So we shall see. Oh, are you looking for people? All right then, just know that I would be interested in playing. Okay, Evan. Yeah. I'm still finalizing who would end up playing with me, but I'm putting you and Kiwi down as possible candidates for playing. We'll let me figure it out. I'll see if I can figure it out. How similar it is, since I haven't watched all of your Journey, but I think Grizz is like a similar genre or so. Um, See you later if I fall into fancy. There's a lot of dating sims. I'd be really interested in a child raising sim. That would be really cool. I would love a child raising sim. That would be cool. And I'm not talking about like Gigapets or the one where you're supposed to just, feed them. And like, I mean, I kind of do that in The Sims. The Sims, I kind of do that. So that is my child raising sim. Dream Daddy touched on it, but I would like one dedicated to it. Yeah, Dream Daddy did that really well too. That was great. Maybe one day you can do a casual hangout of Would You Rather or stuff like that with some other LPers, or host a dinner party and vlog for it just broke foodies to live through you. Oh, that would be a great idea. That would be a great idea. Like getting together with some LPers and just doing something fun. It doesn't have to be a Would You Rather, but it could be. That would be really cool. How is that baby thing going? Is it going to happen? Oh, thank you for asking, I Fall Into Fantasy. Yes, we got the results from the pregnancy test yesterday as of this recording. And yes, we are confirmed pregnant. We are confirmed pregnant. Obviously, we're not out of the woods yet. It's still very early, but this is a huge, huge step. I think in a few weeks, we are going to try to get confirmation of a heartbeat. And once we get confirmation of a heartbeat, the chances of miscarriage drops considerably. So keep praying if that's your thing, or keep your fingers crossed, or keep sending good energy, good vibes, whatever of those above applies to you, because we're not completely out of the woods, but we are very, very well like reaching a light at the end of the tunnel. But thank you for asking. French nitpicking, you actually don't pronounce the S in, oh, it's gris. Thank you. Gris. Thank you for correcting me. It's kind of hard to tell in text. I've heard one LP pronounce it sort of like Greece. Fingers crossed for you both. Thank you. Oh, congrats, man. Best wishes for you both. Thank you, Claudio. Hark, the standby paradox is going to have more endings, but you buy another edition, though. The Stanley paradox is going to have more endings. Okay. Yeah, I saw the news in Discord. Still gonna hope for the best. Thank you, Evan. Oh, all right, guys. I'm very tired. I'm very exhausted. Thank you so much for watching, whether you're watching this live or on my YouTube channel. Good lord, there's a lot of you. Thank you very much to Clementine09, I Fall Into Fantasy, Evan, another viewer, Claudio, Commander Root, Electric Callan, Electrical on board, Kiwi, Hocus, Pavis, Host Giveaway, Conpeto Kiss, Maddie, Nalzalor, Polize, Hannah, Skinny Seahorse, Slow Cool, VNK, and Virgo Praz. Thank you guys for staying till the very end, which you did not have to do. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And maybe I will see you guys at the next live stream when I am doing episode 2 of Life is Strange 2. Until next time, everybody, love yourselves and love each other. Mwah! Bye. Take care. See ya.